Yo, what poppin'? Minecraft pedophile here. And today I'm going to talk about something that's controversial, and that's war. You know, the thing that Hitler did all those years ago. You know, and I figure it gets a bad rap for what it is. It's actually a pretty fun, hobby, war. And I've got some ideas on how to make war a lot more fun than it is perceived. Now, I think the military people just aren't very smart enough to understand or get these ideas. So let me drop one on y'all. Fucking die. You ever see the film Toy Story? You know, that classic Pixar one that's really fun and quirky and cool. Yeah, that one. Remember the AC car from the first Toy Story film? Of course you do. Well, I was thinking, a car like that in war, right, would be pretty good for filming shit. But let's not film shit with it, you know. Let's strap guns to it, rocket launchers and shit, and people would be like, let's say we're like fighting Russia or something. They'd be like, hello, hello. Everybody is getting help me, and and then they'll die, and then they'll be like, Vladimir, I am dead. And we would have beaten them in the scale of war. We would have won and beaten them. They would be dead, and yes, as all around, we would be the winners. Uh, so the AC car is pretty decent idea from Toy Story. Another idea I had was dress up in enemies cosplay. I think it's called, because you're going to be so confused. Well, they're going to be so confused by it. They're going to be like, what the fuck's that? And they're going to see you in this like sexy, fucking costume, and they're going to get a fucking bonus. Like, oh yes, because they're all a bunch of anime fags. And then they're gonna then they're gonna be confused, and they're gonna see your fucking glowing blue hair and your shitty sword, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, they have superpowers!" And they're gonna actually think you're like Superman, which you're not. But they're gonna, or at the very least, it will confuse them on a brain level. Their brain level, and their brains won't work properly. Another idea I had was you plop a saddle on the gorilla, get on top of this gorilla, train the gorilla how to use two guns at once. You use two guns at once while on top of the gorilla. So, the enemy will be like, oh, see it from a range, right? And then they hear this. And they're like, what is that? And it's the gorilla climbing over there. It's like, oh my god! And then they're screaming at it. And the gorilla's like, and it's like, and the person on top of it's like, and all the people are dead and they're crying because they've just been killed by a fucking gorilla on a guy with a saddle. It's fucking crazy. Also, another creature you could probably saddle up there is a rat. But get technology to unshrink the rat, you know. Because rats have these yellow, disgusting teeth that their breaths are probably fucking terrible. Their breaths, knock the enemy senses down. Like, what the fuck's that smell? And then they'll see these yellow, like, intimidating, disgusting fuck teeth. And they'll see these, and they'll be fucking terrified. And on top of that, if there's like some sort of, I don't know, let's say we're fighting in Pakistan, the Paki breath of the Japatis and all that will be like, coming out of their mouth, and that will normally stun you. But since you're riding a rat, the breath of the rat's gonna go, and it's gonna like outkill the Japati bread smell. And as you know, that's just good for everyone. On top of that, put one of those masks that all the kids are wearing these days, the COVID-19 masks, slap that on your face, ride the massive rat. The rat's like breath is killing the enemies, and the Japati bread, if anything gets past the defenses and tries to get near your mouth and deters you from shooting or trying to kill them, it won't happen because you got a cool little COVID-19 mask on, and it's just amazing. Another idea I had was one second. Another idea I had was old people, sick people, cancer patients, people gonna die anyway. We slap some like guns and like shit to them. We tie bombs around them, like a lag bar, and they'll go to the enemy and they'll be like, they won't care because they're going to die anyway. So they go and they blow up and all die anyway. And that's helping the world in a way because all those old and sick people just make the world a lot more depressing. Like, oh my god, what a shame, you know. It's like, and that won't happen anymore. Oh, did you hear that Steve has cancer? No, he doesn't. He's fucking dead. Oh yeah, the world's happiness goes up. Another thing my brain thought of that I think is a pretty decent idea is you ever see Despicable Me? There's an old guy in there that makes a fart gun. I'm guessing he gets like a little tube fart in it, puts it in the gun, closes the tube while, you know, and then when he shoots the gun, the farts go off. Let's say you're riding that giant rat from earlier with the COVID-19 mask and the fart gun. You're pretty much an unstoppable stink force. And the Minions is a pretty good film as well, and I love the Minions, and they're like a big influence on the culture of everything. And you know, it's just generally a good idea in my opinion. So yeah,